There you go. We're live.
Wonderful. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. How's your morning been thus far?
Oh, a little crazy, you know.
Oh, I hear myself. Okay, got it. Get rid of
Hey, that's
that.
cool.
I don't know. I've just had a headache last night before bed. So I went to sleep early. But then I had a headache while I was sleeping. And then I woke up with a headache. So
That's not good.
I think I just had a lot of screen time yesterday.
My girls were a little rough this morning and they had to go out for a dress fitting for my sister's wedding. So
Oh. Gotcha.
a while to help get them out of the house.
Makes sense. So I have the SUNY Buffalo State links, but you can also navigate. I don't mind either way.
Sure.
Your choice. What would you prefer?
I can navigate.
Okay.
Cool. Started on me without sharing. Yeah, so we're going to do a virtual tour of Buffalo State College. And this is very different than the University of Buffalo, which you all know. So they're both SUNY schools. When I was the age of a lot of our students, for whatever reason, I thought UB was private because it was called university, and then SUNY Buffalo was Buffalo State College. But that's not the case. They are both SUNY, so you pay the same SUNY tuition rate at either school. But they kind of offer very different programs. They're not real far from each other, both located in the city of Buffalo. Buffalo State is located in I would say one of the arts districts, not the arts district for Buffalo, but it's right across the street from the Albright Knox Art Gallery. And I wish Becky was here because I've forgotten the name of the Buffalo State Art Museum. Do you know it, Christina?
Oh, I just know the Albright Knox. Admittedly, I don't get out into downtown Buffalo as much as I get to downtown Rochester.
Yeah, same. It's the Birchfield Penny Art. Both really neat art galleries. Buffalo State is well known for its teaching programs. I believe they're one of the few SUNY schools that offers technology education.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
I think that I know of, Buffalo State and Oswego both offer the technology education programs.
My sister got her master's at Buffalo State. She got her master's in special education. So
like I said, very, very well known for their education programs, and even supplementary to education programs is their college, the college level programs. So like higher ed student affairs is a really great program there. So if you wanted to work as an admissions counselor or work in residence life or student activities or any sort of management or administration on a college campus, you might look at a higher ed student affairs program or higher ed administration program there. So very nice college, fairly small.
Yeah, I went to a GCC alumni. It was like a Zoom meeting type of thing. I'm not technically a GCC alum, but I help out on the committee every so often. So I wanted to go to it, and someone just said that she just graduated from that program at Buffalo State, the one for higher ed. So, yeah.
I know a couple of at least one of our GCC staff or faculty teaches in the master's program at Buffalo State, or used to.
Yeah.
Tom Priester, I think, at least used to teach at Buffalo State. I don't know if he still does, because I think he also teaches at Canisius. So Good stuff there. So let's jump right into a tour.
Sounds good to me.
All right. Here we go. Okay, so welcome to Buffalo State College.
A proud Buffalo State alum, and I'll be one of your tour guides for today. Jesse, a current student, will be joining you later. Each year, more than 10,000 students attend Buffalo State for its broad array of high-quality and distinctive academic programs, diverse and creative environment, hands-on learning opportunities, and affordable SUNY tuition. One of the best, NCAA athletics, and location in the heart of Buffalo's Elmwood Village. When you visit our campus, you will find that students choose Buffalo State to pursue opportunities through engagement, excellence, and social responsibility. To begin the tour, simply click the forward-facing arrow. Follow the arrows to move on to the next step. Select an item from the drop-down menu or click directly on the map to jump to any particular location. Retrace your steps by using the back arrow, drop-down menu, or map. Use the icons for 360s, photos, and...
Wonderful. Thank you for that.
He's very enthusiastic. I will say that.
He is. Okay, so Hall, founded in 1871. That's pretty old for a college in Western New York. This is home to the Performing Arts Center, which seats 850 people. There are state-of-the-art performance and teaching spaces, classrooms, labs, dance studios, administrative offices, performance space, a second floor cafe, always got to have the coffee, and a student lounge. So let's take a look inside. So here you have a, oh, look at that ventilation, nice. And really nice art studio. Somebody using a magnifying glass to do their art. It's like maybe
I'm sorry, I was gonna say one of my friends got her bachelor's here in fine arts.
Excellent.
They do like pretty intense stuff.
Yes, they do. So here's one of the libraries within Rockwell Hall. And the recital hall. It's very pretty. I love the wood panel. It's not what you'd think of wood paneling.
Yeah, it looks functional, like noise blocking.
Or reverberation or
Something like that.
Sort of sound work. So across from campus is this Delaware Park. That's beautiful. It's not the Delaware River.
No, but Delaware Park has a lot of nice activities when the weather is warm and we're not in a pandemic. So
sure,
that's a nice perk if you go to the school.
It could be an activity you did do during a pandemic, is walk by yourself around Delaware Park.
That's true.
Away from people. So Performing Arts Center, very nice. This is the entrance to the Performing Arts Center. Looks very much like a theater. Classy. And here's a little view of the outside. So there across the street, you see, I believe that's the Albright Knox.
I think so.
There's Buffalo State College. So, you know, I always kind of have an impression in my head, an image of what a city college looks like. And this doesn't really look like a city college to me. You know, it's right there in the Elmwood Village, so very close to all the city has to offer. You know, put green space and trees, which I really appreciate. And then here you see the Birchfield Penny Art Gallery, which I'm sure we'll see that later on in our tour. I'm gonna minimize. Okay. Take a look at some of the photos. Here we have recording equipment. A performance going on in the recital hall. And a performance on the at the Performing Arts Center. There you have it. Rockwell Hall Performing Arts Center. Let's take a look at the Birchfield Penny Art Center. So this, I believe this is where a lot of students can put on their works, but there are also, I believe, more famous things in here.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember where my friend's like senior thesis project for her fine arts degree, where that was. It was great though. You know, you got to see all the other seniors as well and their work.
A store where you can purchase your own artwork for your apartment. Don't know that poor college students would be doing that, but you know, if you were really into it, I'm sure you'd find a way. So they say this is an internationally renowned art museum that celebrates the artistic legacy of the Western New York region. The Birchfield Penny is a testament to the life and work of famed artist Charles Birchfield, the foremost American watercolorist of the 20th century. The moment you step through the doors of the Gwathmey Siegel Design Museum, you will be surrounded by inspirational, thought-provoking, and influential artwork. They host more than 30 exhibitions each year, and exhibits are curated from the center's extensive archives, holding more than 250,000 objects. Find the largest public collection of Charles Birchfield's work, as well as works on loan. As a result, no visit to the Birchfield Penny is ever the same. So they're constantly changing their exhibits. So,
wow, I gotta go there. And I'm guessing that the museum is more like of his print.
Yeah, I think so.
So cool though.
So the campus house.
Find out what's cooking at Buffalo State with a visit to Campus House. Campus House opened in 1931 as one of the college's 5 original buildings. For many years, the building served as the home of the college president. Now it provides a teaching lab for the hospitality and tourism department and a comfortable, quiet, and affordable meeting place for faculty, staff, alumni, and friends of the college. Here, hospitality and tourism students learn how to manage a high-end restaurant and receive specialized training in the culinary arts. Campus House members enjoy a fine dining experience in a relaxed environment with meals served by students who put theories of hospitality management into practice. Campus House hosts beverage tastings, specialty menus, and chef demonstrations throughout the year.
Awesome. Take a look inside. Interesting. So very similar to what you'd see in a fine dining restaurant set up in a former home. Pretty neat that as a student you'd be able to work at a location like this, part of the culinary or hospitality management program.
The historic Horace Mann Quad is formed by Rockwell, Ketchum, and Bacon Halls and the Donald Savage Building. Ketchum Hall includes the English and Exceptional Education departments. Bacon Hall houses the Elementary Education, Literacy, and Educational Leadership, Higher Education Administration, and Social and Psychological Foundations departments. The Donald Savage Theater and Communication Building is home to our media production program, television and film arts programs, and theater department. It also contains the flexible theater, media labs, and studios. studios. With its lush green space and outdoor seating, Horace Mann Quad hosts many outdoor events and activities, including the picnic and fair that follows the annual first-year convocation ceremony. Horace Mann Quad features a scenic pedestrian trail to the rest of campus.
Awesome.
I
don't know
while
about you Go
oh,
ahead.
I was just going to say that while you had switched to the next screen, I had pulled up a little bit about their hospitality administration degree because I didn't realize that they had it there. They have some really nice electives that you can take. So,
Nice.
I mean, and it seems like pretty like well developed, this particular degree program.
Yeah, it is. What were some of the electives you saw, Christina?
Wine essentials, tourism, world travel, menu design and development. They have a private club management class that you could take. There's also like conventions, meetings, and expositions. I know our students haven't gone to them, but if you work at a hotel, they constantly host conventions for different professional groups. So
Yep.
yeah, it just seemed like it had a nice like overview of all the different things that go into hospitality.
Yeah. And I know, I know like the wine tasting and beverage programs, those are limited to students that are 21 and over.
Of course.
But generally by most students, I suppose by the spring semester of their junior year are 21. So you might be able to take those electives, in your junior year or in your senior year. They can certainly add to a degree in hospitality or culinary arts. And I
Yeah.
think it's a really big field, especially here in the Finger Lakes region, Western New York. Not just the Finger Lakes, but Western New York, Buffalo to Pennsylvania. There's a lot of vineyards. So there is the Horace Mann Quad. And I don't know about you guys, but it's very important to me to see on a college campus that there's green space. I love being outdoors, and in college, it was one of the best ways to just get away from my schoolwork a little bit, relax, go out and read some books for class or read some books for pleasure, or you could just throw a Frisbee. And I just love being out on the green space.
I enjoy green space too.
Bacon Hall has housed the college's education.
So Bacon Hall is home to the education programs. There are smart classrooms in here, just like you would find in most school districts now. So you can get some really good education on the technology used in teaching. There's an interactive video lab for cutting edge instruction, which I think we're in that time. Cutting edge digital instruction is going to be something that does not go away, I don't think. We're forced into it throughout this pandemic, but it seems to me like Buffalo State's really on top of things and will fall into whatever the industry decides going forward. We've talked a little bit about the adult education, career and technical education. So that would be technology that I had talked about, elementary ed, literacy, educational leadership, social and psychological foundations, and some interesting kind of organizations that they work with, a Professional Development Schools Consortium, Project Flight, Woods Beals Endowed Chair in Urban Education, and Higher Education Administration Department. So I think this is important because they really run the full gamut of education from kindergarten straight through, masters and even heading into doctoral degrees.
Oh, that's great. Oh, I wish there was like an inside view.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't have the photos there, but they don't.
So something I wanted to point out, I did, I created like the infographic about Buffalo State like a few months ago when we were featuring different colleges. So they have a like Carnegie classification for community engagement, which just means that the college as a whole, any degree that you're in, should be able to have opportunities to engage directly in the community. So taking the theory that you learn in class and being able to apply it to practically into the community around you to better it. And I know that for their education department, they have many, many opportunities for you to work with children in the city of Buffalo and the surrounding areas. So that can be some practical experience with your degree.
Absolutely, yeah. All right, shall we head to the communication building?
Yeah.
So the Savage Theater and Communication Building is home to the media production programs, television, film program, the Anne Frank Project, and the theater department. Communication students have access to computer labs, audio and video editing suites, and the equipment loan office. The building also includes classrooms, broadcasting studios, and the flexible theater. Flexible theater doubles as a studio space for acting classes where the students have opportunity to explore a variety of theatrical exercises, staged readings, to improvisational games, and a black box theater for informal performance. So if you, we've been talking about like gen ed over the last couple weeks, and fine arts would be one of your SUNY gen eds. You might think that maybe you've got some experience in drama club from high school. One of your fine arts classes could be an acting class, and maybe you are involved in writing or acting out in a black box theater, a small production.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I had a few friends at Geneseo who did like a theater performance on some stairs in Sturgis. So
Oh,
like,
fun.
instead of a black box theater, it was a really small performance, and they did it on the landing of the stairs. Interesting.
I did have, when I was in the Grapes of Wrath in college, which is the John Steinbeck book for our students, when I was in that in college, that counted as college credit.
So fun stuff. It doesn't, fine arts doesn't mean you have to be painting.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take a look inside the communications and theater. There's your black box. You see the chairs are very close around the stage, and this is the stage. So what you're seeing here is probably an acting class.
Yeah, they're probably doing a warm-up exercise.
Yep.
I love some good black box theater, I will say that. Like if it's done well, you're like,
Yeah. Well, you're so close to the performers. Sometimes I really like black box theater. Other times I feel like I'm too close and they're spitting on me.
yeah. That's why I said really good ones. There's a few performances that like stick out from my memory back in video where I was like, ooh, this was a really good show. And the one I was like, I don't really remember much about them anyway.
Sure. Okay.
Look at Ketchum Hall.
Ketchum Hall. And I wanted to let them talk about.
One of the college's 5 original buildings, Ketchum Hall, formerly housed programs for home economics and industrial arts. Ketchum Hall is now the home of the English and Exceptional Education departments and contains smart classrooms, computer labs, and faculty offices. The English department's student lounge is on the building's 3rd floor, while a computer lab for exceptional education students is on the 2nd floor. The building was named in honor of philanthropist Jesse Ketchum, who donated 5.5 acres of farmland to the Buffalo Normal School. Located immediately off Rockwell Road, the building features an accessible entrance on its west side near Lot R2.
Nice. So he just told you a little bit of the history of Buffalo State, and mentioned that this was original to the Buffalo Normal School. So can someone tell me in the comments what a normal school is? A little trivia here on our college visit.
We'll
They
wait,
don't have any interior photos.
unfortunately.
So while we wait for responses there, I'm gonna give you guys a little wait time, and I'm going to head to Moot Hall.
Moot Hall is the enrollment management center for current and prospective.
I can talk about this one. So Moot Hall is where you find all of your college administration offices, student accounts, financial aid, registrar, admissions, pretty much all you need to talk to college offices as a student. You're in this building, Moot Hall. So scholarship opportunities, maybe you're looking to transfer, you come here. Maybe you need to pick up a paycheck or a refund check, you'd come here. Student accounts, when you're graduating or transferring into a master's program upon graduation with a bachelor's, you'd go to the registrar and you'd request your transcripts to be sent to wherever you need them to go. Did anyone
Yes.
the trivia question? What is a normal?
No responses, but I remember
No.
being in this building with my sister getting her transcript. So
You can take a quick look inside. By the way, guys, a normal school was the name for a teaching college. Geneseo was also a normal school.
that then expanded into a college that had other disciplines.
That's true. Buffalo State did as well. And I wonder what the newspaper is at Buffalo State. They probably didn't also use the normal school backwards, right?
Oh, I don't know. I can look it up.
It's called the Lamron, which is normal spelled backwards. So nice office space, nice outside, socially distant, little gates here to go get your financial aid taken care of.
Yes. Yeah. That building was intimidating for me to be in there before. I was like, oh boy.
Feels like you're in
and
a big fancy bank, right?
yeah, that definitely felt like it. But when I said intimidated, I was also like, I don't know if I was middle school or high school at this point, like maybe early high school.
Yeah.
And The Record is the name of their newspaper,
Oh,
which I guess it's award winning. I don't know what awards, but it says it's award winning. And it's from around 1913. So that's pretty cool.
interesting. All right, let's head to Cleveland Hall. Cleveland Hall houses more administration, so the office of the president, vice presidents, administrative personnel, as well as the career development center. So you're probably not going to have much interaction with the college president or vice president, unless you're maybe going to speak about, well, I don't know what. I never spoke to my college president. Did you, Christina?
No, but I did talk to the vice president at one
Oh, that's
point.
true. That's true.
But that was after winning something.
Nice.
That's basically when you get to talk to them. It's like if you win something, like a scholarship award or
Do
academic
something
honor.
great. Yeah. So you will enter this building though for career services, the Career Development Center, continuing professional studies, graduate school, and the Small Business Development Center. Cleveland Hall was dedicated to Grover Cleveland, one of Buffalo's most prominent citizens and the 22nd president of the U.S. A little bit about the Career Development Center and continuing professional studies. This is an office you definitely want to be visiting early and often. to get prepared for the next step after college. Don't wait till your senior year, guys, to do that. There you see another kind of traffic circle. Yeah, and lots of trees. I love trees on a college campus.
They mentioned the Small Business Development Center, and that goes back to the thing I told you about with the community engagement classification. I was reading up about this school. You can, apply your business knowledge that you've learned in class and work with local small businesses to help develop plans for them, or just, boost whatever they're working on. So that's another great way to get that practical experience.
Absolutely. And yes, they are very integral in the community. Here in Mount Morris, I'm involved with the business district, and we quite often work with college students at Geneseo, who also has a small business development center. And years ago, when I first thought of starting a business, started my business plan and put it in writing. And I was able to take it in, and the students and faculty would help me look things over and offer suggestions. So it's a really great part of the community that Buffalo State is offering here. And it's great hands-on experience for students that maybe are thinking about entrepreneurship or maybe community development or business development.
Marketing, public relations,
Yep.
I'm sure all of that you would be able to do there. So.
Exactly.
Ooh, Spot Coffee. That is a Buffalo mainstay.
Spot Coffee.
Yeah.
As well, right?
They have it in Rochester, but it's definitely like the Buffalo thing.
Buffalo thing. I certainly like Spot Coffee much better than Tim Hortons.
That's fair.
Here we have a cyber quad classroom. That's pretty interesting.
They've got those chairs that I like.
Oh
that
yeah.
I told you guys about.
Green space, trees, and ergonomic chairs. That's my musts for a college campus. Nice lounge in the library. Got some TVs to catch up on your news, some vending machines.
Oh, a global lounge.
Oops. That's pretty neat. Love how they've got the flags hanging overhead. So it appears their library is broken up into these little quadrants. Maybe rather than, usually a library has different floors, and I know Christina on different tours has talked about how the main floor might be your public study space, group work, maybe different spaces that you rent out. You go in to work on a computer or print something off. Second floor is a little quieter study, but not silent. And then your upper floor, or your next floor up, would be silent study. People glare at you when you crinkle a chip bag or something. So it appears that at Buffalo State, the library is broken up by quads.
Click on the photos.
Yep. Here's the academic commons. This is a dining facility. Love me some Starbucks too. Nice. All right. Let's take a look at the student union. Oops. The Campbell Student Union.
The Campbell Student Union, always busy, is a central space where academic and social dimensions of college life meet. Inside the union, you'll find Buffalo State's Information Center, an extensive food court and residential dining hall, the Barnes & Noble at Buffalo State Bookstore, ATMs, a game room, lounges, and more. The Union includes light-filled study and community meeting areas, a cozy fireside lounge, a large assembly hall, and a social hall. Information tables for student organizations, fraternities and sororities, and campus involvement opportunities are set up in the Union during Bangle Pause. And let me tell you, they're a lot of fun. They're held midday every Tuesday and Thursday. The Student Life Office, which supports more than 80 student organizations, is located on the building's 4th floor. Offices for United Students Government, many student clubs, and studio space for the campus radio station, WBNY, are also in the Union.
Excellent. Okay, so we have the Barnes & Noble bookstore. Look at that, books, swag, everything you'd expect in a bookstore. Oh, and coffee and pastry. That's nice. Here's our bookstore cafe. This looks like the lobby of the Union. Here you see some student organization tables. Maybe they're recruiting. That's going to be probably a daily occurrence. You're always going to find some informational thing in the student union. Oh, look at that fireplace lounge.
Ooh, that's picturesque.
You need more chairs right there by that fire.
For sure.
Maybe it's warm enough that you want to sit back there. Who knows? Sometime we'll have to get ourselves on campus and go check out that fireplace. So this is interesting. They have non-resident dining. So probably for commuters and things that don't want to doing the all-you-can-eat dining halls. Here's your sort of mall food court without the mall.
Nice.
Can I just say, I love me some Jamba Juice. Jamba Juice.
It's been a while. There's salsaritas.
Salsaritas. Oh yeah. Some good stuff in here.
And that's the non-resident dining. So I'm sure there's a lot of commuter students at this school because it's in the city of Buffalo, and you've got plenty of people who work and go to school at the same time, who may be maybe not your typical 18, 19-year-olds who enter college. So, you know, they're not all going to live on campus either.
Right.
They're showing that's the resident dining hall now.
So this is the resident dining hall. Not sure why there's a difference, but this is really good chance that this is the all you can eat.
That's my guess.
Resident dining, yeah.
Yeah, you see a salad bar over there.
Salad bars, hot food bars, grills. And then some more photos.
They mentioned the different clubs and groups, and they mentioned Greek life briefly. And then it just sparked a memory that my sorority from college, they have a chapter at Buffalo State. I've met people from there before.
Oh, wonderful.
Mm-hmm. They were really nice.
Oh, and they've also got a radio station. Nice. Good stuff. Oh. All right, Caudell Hall.
Caudell Hall has recently received a $21 million renovation and transformation. The building now contains state-of-the-art classrooms, computer labs, conference rooms, offices, and food laboratories for areas in Buffalo State's School of the Professions, including the hospitality and tourism, health, nutrition, and dietetics, social work, and speech-language pathology departments. Caudell Hall's first floor includes food basics and baking labs, a catering lab, and a demonstration area on the main lobby. On the second floor, the Health, Nutrition, and Dietetics Department hosts a food lab and nutrition education counseling center. The building's third floor houses departmental and faculty offices. The building's exterior is clad with aluminum, glass, and terracotta panels, providing a striking appearance to the centrally located campus facility.
Interesting.
That's a lot of disciplines in one building.
It is. Well, it looks like a massive building.
Yeah.
Let's take a look inside. There it is from a little different angle.
Oh, yeah, that looks way better, that view.
Yeah, I like that perspective better.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say that first does not necessarily look like a newly renovated building. Nice common area, quite clean and neat. There's your dietetics and nutrition lab. Oh, look, their home kitchen. Neat stuff. Okay. We'll head to the Bulger.
Almost every student will take a class in Bulger Communication Center. The iconic circular brick building is right in the middle of campus. The lobby offers a nice place to relax in between classes and take advantage of wireless internet. Many guest lectures, panel discussions, film screenings, and other special events take place in the large lecture halls of Bulger.
Thank you, Mr. Football Player. Atrium, that looks like an atrium, big open space. So an example of a lecture hall is in Bulger. I'm not sure what that is. Looked like maybe somebody took down some whiteboards. Interesting. There is a larger lecture hall. That's it.
Oftentimes when they said like mostly like everyone's going to take a class in here, that's because it's going to be like your introductory classes that are going to be like those larger ones. So you're in like a biology 100 or biology 101. Yep, they'll probably be taking it in here.
That's true. And I don't know about you, Christina, but I only had a couple of those in college. I think maybe intro psych and
I had one large class that was 150 students, but other than that,
yeah,
most of them were 35 and under.
right. Yeah, same.
But that's like that at a lot of schools. I mean, you'll have maybe like one or two classes in a big lecture hall, and then like as you go on in your discipline, then it shrinks down. Because you're doing like research or workshops or seminars, things like that.
Right, right. Okay, let's check out Cassidy.
Almost every student will take a class in Bulger Communication Center. The iconic circular brick building is...
We already looked at that.
You missed the memo.
We'll try
right in the
again.
middle of campus. The lobby offers...
Nope, still not. All right.
Well, Upton Quad we go.
Upton Quad, here we are. So I love the Upton Quad with the artwork, the green space. I think last time I was on campus, I actually saw this. I don't think this hammock is something that's always there, but what's funny is I saw a couple of students in hammocks here on the Upton Quad when I was there. So we have science and math classes. Upton Hall houses the art and design department with art studios, 2 art galleries, and Warren Enters Theater, a 400-seat performance space. Cassidy Hall provides housing for 157 students with corridor-style rooms and is home to more than 200 first-year students. So you have Cassidy Hall at 157 students, Perry Hall 200 first year, in the theater, and Upton Hall. So you have those 4 buildings within that one let's see. I just want to take a look at some quick pictures. Looks like a late fall photograph.
That's my guess.
Ceramic studio, art gallery, art sculpture. I wanted them to show me Perry Hall.
Maybe one of these pictures? Well, I guess it's because it's the quad. We'll find one. Ah, the snow.
It's
Very
Buffalo.
important to remember about Buffalo.
It's true. Wouldn't be without the snow. All right, we'll head to the health center. And this is where you would find mental health services, wellness services for all registered students. You will have access to physicians, nurses, nurse practitioners, health promotions. So any ailment you have, you can head to the Weigel Health Center and get yourself taken care of. They also provide health education, preventative care to the campus through trainings, workshops, and other events. They provide therapy, assessments, and consultations to assist students in their personal and academic lives. So really looking out for you as a holistic student here at Buffalo State.
Oh, and I found a view of the residence hall. So whenever we're done with this, I'll share my screen and show them.
We have classroom buildings, anthropology lab. So classroom building, the C-shaped 4-story classroom building contains classrooms, the office of the Dean of the School of Natural Sciences and Social Sciences. It's home to the anthropology, criminal justice, economics, finance, geography and planning, history and social studies education, political science, psychology, and sociology departments. That's a lot. Also houses the offices for the Institute for Community Health Promotion, the Monroe Fordham Regional History Center, the Africana Studies Program, and the Women in Gender Studies Program. Here, students have access to smart classrooms, computer labs, conference rooms, lounges, and research labs. Nice. Head to the science building. Take a look inside. Nice lobby, microbiology lab. Yep, it's like a microbiology lab. That looks like physics. It is. And a planetarium. That's cool.
Ooh, nice.
The Towers Residence Hall. Guess they're up there a
Which
little.
that's an upper division.
Upper class hall.
Oh, I was just saying it's suite style according to this website, their resident page.
Yeah, so can anyone say this word? SCAJAU.
Skajakwada.
So I don't know if that's actually Skajakwada. If it is, they spelled it incorrectly. Interesting. It's a 10-story high-rise. Suite style complexes. They consist of 3 double rooms and a shared bathroom. Each tower is equipped with a study lounge, TV lounge, computer lab, and laundry facilities. After a year-long renovation, Tower 1 recently reopened with updated suites, kitchenette, lounge, and laundry room, as well as improved entrances, lobbies, and elevators. Ooh, that's important in a 10-story building.
Oh, yeah.
We'll head to the sports complex. So state-of-the-art cardio and weight training equipment. Home to the Bengals men's and women's swim team, as well as the public during the swim hours. So that's the pool. Also in Houston is the Paul Bacon Sports Medicine Center, racquetball courts, a large gymnasium for the recreation and intramural program, athlete varsity weight room, year-round dedicated locker rooms, and more. Use of these facilities is free for undergrad students. Outdoor athletic facilities include Hoyer Field, home to the Bengals football, soccer, track and field teams, as well as the upgraded softball fields adjacent to both the sports arena and Houston gym. Take a look inside. We have some soccer going on, basketball, some of their state-of-the-art weight room equipment. Take a look at the Bengals ice arena. One of my favorite recreational activities was to go to hockey games. We have the pool with a few bleachers. Clearly, swimming and diving is not such a spectator sport as ice hockey. View of the gym. And we'll take a look at the regular photos. Nice press box on the football field. Fitness center. Locker rooms. And then I'm just gonna skip ahead.
Wow.
There's a lot of
there's
buildings.
Perry Hall.
Yep. So I want to take a look at the student apartment complex. Opened in 2011. This is a 125 apartment, 500 bed facility. So this is massive. And it has fully furnished apartment style suites. So here's what your suite would look like. This is your residence hall room.
Pretty big kitchen.
Yeah, you'd have a number of different rooms, probably 3 or 4 rooms or more.
Mm-hmm.
And then this would be your little home away from home. Lobby in the main building that would check in visitors. You would enter the building. This is the common room. Kitchen. A single bedroom. Oh,
Very
single
happy about
bedrooms.
it.
So there are 4 single bedrooms per apartment suite. So that's pretty nice. So this is where you want to strive to live by your senior year, right?
Oh, definitely. And then they showed Perry Hall, and then Bishop Hall also looked nice. That has both first year and upperclassmen.
So
Oh, where are the pictures?
you see there's a number of different options at Buffalo State for residences. Some halls are first year exclusively. Others are reserved for upper division students. Specialty housing for specific academic groups and interests are also available. That's something you guys are probably fairly familiar with us talking about, is the specialty housing. And go try to check out Bishop Hall. There's a couple.
Just been renovated, so they're going to show it off.
Just a couple photos. So that's a pretty
I
nice.
like the cabinetry, whatever that's built in.
Yeah. I had those in Jones at Geneseo. It's nice that you have a window. I like that. Back to the common space. Take a look around.
And just letting you know, we have like 5 minutes before we have to
Yep.
go kaput.
And then to finish, the campus in the city. So they point out that you enjoy all of the benefits of living in the city while you're at college. So, Christina, were there other photos you found of the residence halls that you wanted to share?
I can do a quick.
I think we've seen the double room, and we saw a little bit of the suite style and the apartment style. So we're probably okay if you want to end it there.
Yeah, I just wanted to show you that if you want to look at all the different residence life options, they have it split up by first year areas, the upper division for upperclassmen, apartments. Honors housing is that Bishop Hall, that's like the fancier looking one. And it tells you a little bit about some of the other like potential options that you can have. So when I went over to first year areas while you were navigating through, say like I clicked on Cassidy Hall, for instance, it'll tell you what are your room options, what amenities come with it. And you can also look at the room in a 360 view, which I actually just wanted to show this one because it looked a little more spacious. But let me zoom out. It's too far in. Okay. So you've got your beds, your desks, and I like that. That's pretty cool. So, I wanted to show you.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys. Well, thank you for joining us today. Hopefully sometime soon we can go back and check out Buffalo State in person.
For sure.
Look
All right,
forward
thanks
to
for
it.
guiding us, Andy.
No problem. Have a great day, guys.
All right, bye-bye.